Hello, and welcome back to Purple Does Poison, a Druid Blight caster life. Hope you're having a good day. This is level 16, and for the bonus point, can you guess where Purple is sitting right now? He's sitting in the Jorasco hospital wing, and up until a minute or so ago, I had my speech all prepared. There were leaden grey skies, the rain was pouring down, the mood was suitably sombre, and now the storm clouds have parted, the sun's come out. Hopefully, that's a good omen for the quest ahead. So, what do we have to tell you at level 16? Well, only one change in the gear. My God, I pressed the right button. I should retire now while I'm ahead. Just a slight upgrade on that. Again, it was a warlock piece, so insightful charisma. I would love insightful wisdom instead. Now we've started boosting some of the spells with heighten, and in Reaper mode, I think we can add. Let's say we can add 3 to the DC, so that's a 46 in Reaper mode, which is nothing crazy, but it's reasonably respectable. You're going to get in late heroic quite a lot of things working with that. We could. There are plenty of things we could do better. We could have insightful wisdom, which we don't have. We could have quality spell focus mastery, either from the spinneret ring, or there is the Shan belt, level 15 belt, whose name escapes me at the moment. Is it Black Satin Waist or something like that, which also has quality spell focus mastery. So that could see us adding maybe 2-3 DCs on top. Yeah, and we could have a better spell focus mastery item. So we could be pushing. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are pushing and up over the 50s in the DCs by now, especially if they get them more so in their trees than we have. I'm thinking particularly of the Spellsinger Bard tree. I think that gives +1 DC for every core, and that's a DC for everything. That would be a lovely one for this build, given that there are so many different schools to specialise in. So speaking of which, after the sort of fairly chaotic shambles that was the last level and quest, I thought to myself, you've got to at least make an effort here. This build's got so much potential crowd control and you're just not using it. So I am making a concerted effort. I'm saying to hell with the cost. We're going with heightened contagion. I've rejigged the enhancement trees to make heighten cheaper. We've taken 2 heighten in there. You'll notice it's a theme of my questing. It's almost like an ongoing experiment, especially with a new class or build. I want to sort of explore the different avenues. So we've put this one back to get the contagion stun to work with against multiple targets. Cheapen the heighten. And those are the 2 major changes that we've made. So I'm going to attempt to lead more often than not with this stun. Back it up with the blindness, earthquake if we're feeling really adventurous. I keep saying this every quest and I don't do it, want to put more grasping thorns in, because that is such a good spell. It's like a mini Evard's tentacles for the warlock. So it should be our win button, and I've criminally underused it so far. And backed up by the 2 staples, the acid rain and the spike growth. The spike growth is, as you're probably all aware, really boosted up by these 2 in our tree. Double damage there, and extra negative damage here. And the acid rain is boosted by +3 caster level and max caster level for us being in the Hive Master shape. Thornlance spell, I found out since that it can go through several targets, a bit like improved precise shot would on a ranged build, but it still strikes me as a fiddly thing to target, and I just didn't like the effect. I didn't like the damage, so I've got rid of that. I've got the Black Dragon Bolt in, which I remember when they did the revision and boosted it up. The monsters have it as well, and when they hit you with that, it really starts to hurt. So casting it, especially against a boss, the ticking damage over time should do well for us. What else have we done on the spells side? I put freedom of movement mass. I don't know why, because this build runs systematically on its own, but you never know. I couldn't think of anything else too compelling to put, and I've restored the regenerate to its place instead of the thorn. What was it? Thorn Lance, which got a bit of a thumbs down from yours truly. So what have been the standout spells so far that we wouldn't get on a normal druid? I think probably this Necrotic Ray. I've definitely enjoyed that. Anything with double range I really like for clearing out annoying caster types at the back. The Acid Rain's been a lot better than I anticipated, having read the Lukewarm Wiki review of it. But this Spike Growth, as you guys mentioned to me when I was floundering in the low levels, that really is something else on this build. And yes, as one of you commented, it's nice how with this archetype they seem to have given some love to some either very niche or in some cases completely ignored spells under normal circumstances. So suddenly the likes of this Spike Growth are propelled to the fore, and it's like a staple of your build. How far does it scale up, that thing? At level 10, so it's already stopped for some time already, and yet it's still very good. I'm guessing when it comes time we'll be replacing that perhaps with Acid Well, maybe at 9. I've heard things about that. I've never had access to it. Does the standard druid get access to that? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look that up. So my cold druid build does nothing at all with acid. It's a dump spell power. It seems like it does, because it doesn't say it's it doesn't say Blight caster only, I don't think, there. You would have thought. I can't remember the normal druid getting the acid well. I have a feeling that's Blightcaster only. Anyway, it's a moot point for now. We'll look forward to testing it at 9. So, we're going to try the first quest of the what's it called? Age of Rage chain, I think. I don't think... Oh yes, I just wanted to mention we did the is it the Devil's chain, the level 14, the one with Grim and Barrett, and the one in Cannith and the portable hole. I finished up with Subversion in the 12, and I was very pleased to note that the rock throwing slad at the end of that quest, which can cause all kinds of problems if you have no knockdown immunity, did not manage to knock him over. So from that I will conclude that the part of this Hive Master immune to knockdown is working very nicely, because failing that would have been hellish. Right, let's get in there and have a go. You would never guess it from the shambles that was the last quest, but my kind of playstyle with the caster druid at the cap, the cold druid, is that I like to be in control. I like the enemies to be incapacitated and crowd controlled. So to have them all wandering around and just wait for them to wander into my AoE spells, I'm really looking for an improvement there. And if I can fix them in place, I won't have to wait for them to wander. I can just hit them with the stun and then cast things on top of them. So I'll be doing myself a favour as well if I can manage to get that right. For the single targets, we've now got 3 heavy hitting spells. The Word of Balance, Dragon Bolt, and the Necrotic Ray. Now the Bolt and the Ray are, as the name suggests, double range, which is very nice to hit and not be hit.
Our dull daytime existence ends. Our petty little worries fade with the light. When the night comes, we see new possibilities. That's what brings people to the night market. That feeling that around the corner or inside some stall, a new life waits for them in the dark. Or, well, who knows? Maybe they just like the food. I do hope that you find what you're looking for tonight, my friend.
We do also have Finger of Death on a 47, which isn't bad. So that's another option, an instant kill against maybe annoying casters or ranged. On my main character, I've just about got that to a level where it can be helpful. Oh crud. That was so bad. So bad. But that's working quite well. It just cost me an awful lot of points because I failed with the targeting to start with. Now that's more like it. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yes, yes. Let's do that again. Whoa, look at this now. Is this or is this not somewhat of an improvement? Lag aside, I'll take that. We have a couple of rock chucking slad in here as well, so you might get to see the anti-knockdown in action. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll tell you what, while you guys die, I'll just break these barrels. That's very tasty. Can we repeat that? Now look how far back it goes as well, the stun. That's very nice. Come on, lightning, do the business. I'm not casting another spell. Not wasting on this guy. Yes. Now, did you see that? I didn't cast a stun there, and the guy got stunned. Now, I don't know if there's something in the tree that I'm not aware of that causes stuns around you, or if that's a bit of a bug relating to this this particular enhancement with the contagion applying to enemies near the target. I say again, I did not cast contagion there, it just happened. Maybe it's happening on spells other than the contagion. Just kite that Reaper through the action area. Now, it is still very spell point heavy, as you can see, but it's a heck of a lot of fun. Just going round one-shotting the Reapers. Now, holding them in place is a big advantage too, because you can just... can we just batter you to death? Yes. I'm a melee god. Oh, hello. I didn't expect this. Can we have a reasonable group of you all? We can. Oh, these hateful stairs are going to be a problem, aren't they? Do we have... I don't think we have too many of them in this quest, thankfully.
The manager of the night market stands on a terrace overlooking the harbor, surrounded by clerks. Ah, you found it! Good, you're just in time.
Black Dragon Bolt on the manager.
The cultists before they can carry out their plan.
Now all you have to do here is kill the manager. You don't have to kill the other people that pop up, although it helps to keep the damage incoming down if you get most of them.
But it's not our doing. We are merely here to celebrate the end of... Hold on. What's happening?
Okay. I'll leave them to mess about. Generally speaking, they don't follow you.
The curse that destroyed the giants has returned. You hear the cries of an angry mob in the distance. A riot has broken out on the streets of the city. Do you hear that? That's the sound.
I could do with a...
That is the sound of the Age of Rage.
Arrest Shrine. I think there is one coming.
Glass and screaming crowds echo from the streets nearby.
There's no need to engage these enraged citizens. The ones you're looking for are these guys. Oh, I'm enraged. Okay. Find me a shrine. I think there's a shrine just around the corner, isn't there? So yes, very thirsty spell point wise, but a great deal of fun to play. The one-shotting things with the single target attacks is very satisfying, and the this stun, now that it's working well, is very good too. I probably missed a big opportunity to use that much earlier than I have. Right, Dragon Bolt. Oh, he's a... Hey, we're gonna have trouble with the mana against him, aren't we? I think he must be neutral. He's not taking any damage from the... Can we just nick one of these lost souls, please? No, I don't want to attack. I just want the lost soul. Ah! I think I got one. Okay. What to cast? Dragon Bolt again. He's one tough cookie. Can I sneak another one of these souls? Did I get one? No, I don't think I did. Oh, please. Yes! Dragon Bolt. Got him. Heal. See, that's not bad, that regenerate the way it's going now. Are these fellas going to follow me or not? Looks like it. Not enough spell points. What do we have enough for? That. Oh, come on. You must be joking. Melee for the win. I'm constantly debating whether I should have kept the spell-like abilities on, but I still think that at this stage I would only really be using two. The Acid Rain, obviously, and the Grasping Thorns, that yet again I have not used once in this quest. I guess I've been focusing on the Contagion. Of course, now I've changed the keys over, I will be casting the wrong spell. Okay. Hit the two heals there. Okay, so we can finish with Extreme Prejudice here because we are flush full of mana.
Seems to be suffering from the same madness that affected the people in the night market.
Which in my language basically means press all keys and hope for the best.
You ring the bell, the doors fly open and guards rush out. For a moment you're sure you've got help. But then you notice the fury in their eyes and the anger in their voices. The enraged guards attack.
Look at that lag. Oh god. It's come at a bad time. Where's the boss guy? Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff.
A curse that causes uncontrollable rage. You should return to the House Jorasco and warn them of this disaster.
So, mana draining aside, I thought that went much better. The basic premise there was stun, spike growth, acid rain, and finish with the acid blast. And I thought that went really nicely. Single target we had Necrotic Ray, Word of Balance, and for bosses, Black Dragon Bolt, and the other single targets. And well, I forgot to cast them, to be honest. We could also have put we've got two other decent damage over time. The Creeping Doom, which you get a spell-like ability of as the capstone in the Blight tree, so I guess we'll be testing that one out when we get into epics. Looking at this, there's no cap on it, it just plus 1 to 10 per 3 caster levels, and it's an acid spell, so that should get boosted by our Hive Master thing, so that should be happy days. That's probably another one that I've criminally underused because it's an AoE as far as I'm aware. So yeah, we need to get that one going. Right, I won't waffle on too much. I thought that one was a lot better than the previous one anyway, put it that way. Perhaps a bit more thought went into the strategy there. To revisit the theme of comparing against the standard Druid, now the standard tactic for the standard Druid is to go into Feydark, put 11 points in Feydark for the Greater Colour Spray, which is extremely effective at stunning and making helpless packs of opponents, including Reapers, which otherwise you don't have any defense against. Now the fact that this Contagion, we have an enhancement to make it so much more effective because it's a single target normally. The fact that we have this enhancement in the Blight caster tree has meant that we haven't needed to go into the, alright, I've put 1 point in there for some spell power, but we haven't needed to go into this tree at all, and we've been able to push more crit chance and other nice things in the Season's Herald tree. So that I see as an advantage for the Blight caster, because unless the standard Druid goes in here, as far as I'm aware, you don't have anything that could stop a Reaper, that could stun. You could use the single target version of Contagion, I suppose. There is that option, but then that's necromancy, and the standard Druid is totally not spec'd into that. So yeah, advantage Blight caster on the stunning front there, and that stun is also, as far as I'm aware, a source of helpless damage, just like the Greater Colour Spray is. So happy days with that. That really did work well. Couldn't be more pleased. I think that's going to be the thing to carry us into epics. And perhaps that's answered the question as well, what to choose at 18 for the feat, which spell class to go into. I'm leaning towards Focus Necromancy, but we'll see. Right, waffle over. I hope that was alright for you. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much as always for looking, and I will speak to you soon. Take care.